Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back to Pisces Network, you guys. Thank y'all for being here. As always, be sure to like the video, subscribe, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think, okay? And if the reading is resonating and you don't want to share too much information, be sure to put the brain in the comments. That's how you tell me that it's resonating without giving too much of your business, okay? Business. We standing on business, okay? Pisces, you ain't playing no games, okay? You standing on business. If it ain't about money, it don't make sense. No, I'm just playing. But no, for real, Pisces, I feel like you are standing on business. Like, and I know it's corny, but in general, like, I feel like there's basically like this energy about you that you're taking on where you are not really focusing on anything that's not making you better, right? It could be for a lot of you that you're not focused on anything that's not making you money, but for some of you, it's just in general with every aspect of your life. It's like there's too much for you to do. Like maybe you're too busy, but there's just too much for you to do to be focused on things that aren't like bringing any type of fulfillment to your life. And I think people around you are starting to see that. Okay. Also, if you, ooh, a card popped out, y'all. Okay. If you would like to participate in the 2 for 20 special, it is still going on until around December 14th. So what I would say, if you want to do it, just go on ahead and do it. Can't wait to see you there. All the details are below. Pisces, this card just flipped out. Grandpa. So you could be channeling your grandfather a little bit. Your grandfather could be one of your spirit guides, okay? Whoever your grandfather was very wild. Some of you may not even know this person very well. You may not have known this person in your life. Some of you may have had a grandfather that passed before you were born, or may have passed like when you were very young. So you didn't really get a chance to know this person, but you're channeling this person, or they are guiding you in spirit in some way, shape, or form. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Father, Mother, God for Pisces. What are the messages at this time? Siblings, brothers, losing interest, wedding in reverse. Losing interest and wedding were kind of in reverse. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter, though. I'm going to keep it upright just because it's confusing when the card is reversed. But Pisces, I feel like there's a situation where you guys are not really interested in, like, commitment right now. A lot of you may not be interested in a connection, like, romantically with someone. There could definitely be, like, a lack of interest in just being tied down. Okay, you had a wild grandfather who maybe never was married, or maybe they weren't committed in their marriage. We also have siblings or brothers. You may have someone who's interested in you, who may also have someone else who's interested in you that they're like friends with or related to. I'm getting like a weird message. Some of you, this could be your great uncle, or your grandfather had a brother and they were just like wild, okay? Ooh, sinister, jeez. And scientists, you may be discovering this side of you. Okay, so what I feel like this is saying, Pisces, is there's a side of you that's coming out that you're not really familiar with. You may not be sure where it comes from, but it's coming from your grandfather and his side of the family. That's what I feel. Okay? High Priestess, yes. But I feel like you're still vibrating in a high vibration. Like, I don't feel like you're being doggish towards people. Like, I don't feel like you're being negative towards people. I don't feel like you're causing unnecessary pain. But I feel like you're more interested in investigating, like, your singlehood, or investigating your more independent energy. Like, this person was very independent, like, when they were young. That's what I'm getting. I don't necessarily think this is talking about your brother. I feel like this is talking about your grandfather and his brother. Maybe your grandfather didn't have a brother. I don't know. I don't know if you know any of this information. But one of your grandfathers, either on your mother's side or your father's side, it's somebody like either a grandfather or a great-grandfather. But there was someone who had like a wild side. And I feel like you're tapping into their energy or they're channeling through you somehow. Okay, Pisces. That's interesting. Some of you could be discovering like your ancestry. But whoever this person was never married. I just feel like they're picking up on an energy that you're channeling from one of your ancestors, okay? Masculine grandfather figure. So what is the situation right now with Pisces? What is going on? The Fool card. Okay. So you're starting something new, Pisces. You're embarking upon a new journey. Taking some risks, taking a leap of faith, trusting that what you believe in your intuition or what you see in your premonitions is going to be true. Oh, wow. And the World. Pisces. So yeah, this part of your life, I feel that you may have been really wanting a relationship, or you may have been wanting like a commitment or a marriage. I feel like that cycle of your life is over with, and you're starting to like, you're starting to kind of like test the waters. That's what I feel. You're starting to test the waters in a situation. Okay. Why is this Fool card here? King of Swords. Eight of Swords reversed. Okay. The Queen of Wands is at the bottom. So yeah, this is about your confidence. This is about you believing in yourself and knowing that it's the right time to start something new. Like, whatever's played out is played out, and you're sure that it's played. Like, you're sure you're done with it. Whatever it is, you're sure that you're done. You see it differently. It's like, there may have been a time where you were looking at relationships like, oh, I want that marriage like that, like they have, or I want this type of relationship, or I want to be in a relationship, period. But it's like now you're seeing being independent and on your own from a different perspective. You have a new perspective about this. I feel like there is also this realization that like you don't have to be afraid of going out on your own or embarking upon a new journey on your own. You've learned a lot with the King of Swords. You could also be dealing with an air sign, strong Gemini, possibly Libra or Aquarius. Okay. But there's no more fear. It's like you're finally ready to do this because you're not afraid anymore of what you may encounter as you walk down this path. You're coming out of a cycle confident. It's like there may have been cycles that have ended in your life where you were unsure, but this particular cycle that you're coming out of now, you may even be feeling it right now. It may be something that you feel in the near future, but it's like you know that you're doing the right thing. What's the recent past for Pisces? What happened in the recent past? Queen of Swords. Yeah, you had a realization. You had clarity, Queen of Swords. But it was clarity through loss. It wasn't easy. And that's the thing. Like, people think that, I mean, sometimes a lot of you guys are aware of what I'm about to say. But a lot of times people think that when you go through this spiritual journey or when you have a spiritual awakening, it's just going to be so pleasant and nice. You guys know that that's not true. Okay? You had to go through some type of loss or experience some type of sadness or regret or a feeling of, what's the feeling I'm thinking of? It's like a feeling, you had to experience a feeling of not necessarily being left out, but missed opportunities. That keeps coming up in readings. Like, you had to experience this feeling of loss or regret for something that you didn't do, or a feeling of missed opportunity that you had to experience firsthand to be able to understand, like, the seriousness of going after your goals or your dreams. Because before it was like, oh, you know, well, I'm going to let this fear get in the way. And I might not do it because I'm a little too scared to do it. But now it's like, fuck that. I'm not scared to do anything. at this point. Yeah. There's something that you realized, and I feel like this is clarity that's coming from your experiences. You may have missed out on money. You may have missed out on, like, travel. You may have missed out on some type of hobby that you wanted to pursue. But there was definitely something that was lost, or you saw it as a loss. And it may be that you're realizing what you should appreciate, what's important in life. That's kind of what this feels like. It's like if you did have a missed opportunity, or you felt like you let something slip through your grasp, it caused you to appreciate an aspect of yourself or an aspect of the situation even more. Okay? What's the Queen of Swords in the recent past? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Ooh. You slipped up a little bit, Pisces, but it's okay. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. What else is the Queen of Swords for Pisces? The Page of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like you didn't invest. 1111 was just on the timer. You didn't completely invest in something, or you didn't put 110% of your effort into something. You may have been a little lackluster with something that you were doing. It's like now you feel like you have the opportunity. Now you feel like you can see it clearly by losing an opportunity or letting something slip through your grasp. That's just what I feel. That's the message. Yeah, and the Six of Cups. It's like now you're trying to make up for lost time. Or you realized in the recent past that you really don't have a lot of time to waste. And there's only a finite amount of days that we have in our life. And you don't know when those days are going to be up. So I don't know if this is like, I don't think you had a near-death experience, but it could be something like a health concern or health scare, or like some type of like memory jog. Like there could have been something that came up in your mind that refreshed your memory about a situation, or something that caused you to have like a light bulb go off in your mind. That's what I feel like this Queen of Swords is. It's like now's the time. And I think there is a slight, I don't want to say there's a fear that you have of missing an opportunity or losing something, but you've lost things. And that's what I feel like this is coming from. You've lost things in your life because you've had too much fear to move forward. Or you've missed opportunities because you were too scared to really go for what you wanted. And now it's like, I feel like you're not allowing that. See what I'm saying? The Ace of Pentacles. Now you're not allowing that to be an issue anymore. Because it's like you're fearless. Because with the King of Swords, it's like, you know, I mean, you know the skills that you have. It's like, you know, and you're aware that you are capable of doing whatever you put your mind to. There also could be an air sign, strong Gemini, possible Libra or Aquarius, maybe even a Scorpio, a Virgo, and less common, but maybe even Aries. It feels like a Gemini though, or an Aquarius, but it could also be a Scorpio, Virgo, or an Aries. And maybe even a Sagittarius, who could be getting over some type of fear about like approaching you. But I feel like whatever they're gonna do, you may see it as like a missed opportunity, or you may see it as they lost their chance. I feel like you're discovering your wild side as well. There's like this refined version of you, Pisces, but then there's this like wild version of you. And I feel like you're letting out the wild side. You're letting the wild side come out more. You're not really like silencing yourself. And I feel like you're freeing yourself as well from what people may say. It's like you're no longer worried about what people are going to say about this. Or you're no longer worried about... It's like, yeah, it's like you've been holding yourself back from doing something because you were worried about what people were going to say. Or you've been being, like with the Six of Pentacles, I just feel like you've been being very reserved or refined, because, you know, this person might get upset, or this person might get upset, or they might be offended. And I just feel like you don't care who you offend anymore, as you should, period. Because I had a situation, y'all, and I haven't told the members about this yet, but as I'm recording this, I'm going to do the members reading later. Listen, I had a situation, y'all, where somebody was offended by something that I did, and they really, like, took it there and tried to, like, you know, get me to calm myself down according to them, quote unquote. But it's like they tried to get me into a box because they were offended by something I did. But my intentions were not negative. Like, and this situation, these people, like, not all of them know me, but the main person who was telling me about what I did knows me very well and knows that that was not my intention, and that's something that I would never do. But they still, too, because of what other people were saying, were trying to put me in a box. And it's kind of like secondhand embarrassment. Like, they were embarrassed for me by what I did, but it wasn't ever anything that was meant to be, like, negative. Like, it... And I was like, I was very adamant about telling this person, like, look, it's not my... Because in the past, I may have been very... And I'm using this example because this is the best way that I can articulate it to you. But in the past, I may have been the person who was like, oh, you know, I'm so sorry, and I shouldn't have done that, and let me change myself. But this time it threw everybody off because I was like, I don't give a about how everybody felt about it. I did what I did, and I'm going to stand on it. And I'm going to stand on it because I know I had good intentions, and I wasn't out to be petty. I was actually trying to be nice. I was actually trying to be kind. And everybody else took it a different way because of their own insecurities and their own issues. So I'm not going to atone for that. That's not my fucking problem. That's not my job. So I feel like this is kind of the situation where you're okay being independent. You're okay being on your own. And it's really finally sinking into you that you don't have to do anybody else's job. Like, you don't have to, you don't have to worry about anyone else's feelings. And it's kind of like you have to have balance with that, because sometimes people can just intentionally be butts about situations. But this is not what that is. It's like you're not out to hurt anyone, but you're also not going to suppress yourself or silence yourself or keep yourself hidden to make other people feel comfortable. That's what this is. All right, what's the near future for Pisces in this situation? King of Pentacles. So there could definitely be an increase in your finances, especially if this is you. This could be a situation where you're going to have an earth sign coming towards you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay? It's like you're going to be friends with who you want to be friends with. You're going to communicate or collaborate with who you want to collaborate with. Then we have the King of Wands and the Temperance. So there's divine timing here with the Temperance card, but it's also it's like the universe bringing you together with someone, or someone who is like bumping into you or something. What's this King of Pentacles? This is also your career goals coming together, like what you want coming together. Three of Swords. My nose is itching a lot today, y'all. Three of Swords. What else is the King of Pentacles for the near future? The Five of Wands. Ooh, Pisces, you about to ruffle some feathers. You are about to ruffle some feathers. There's a person who is really like, wow, we have justice, but it's meant to happen this way. Like, there could be an argument or a conflict that you're disappointed with. You could be disappointed in a person. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or you could be just disappointed in people's responses or reactions. Because it's like, it was okay when you were, you know, quiet and you were, you know, I kind of hear somebody saying, shut up, Pisces, and stay in your corner. Shut up, Pisces, and stay in your box. And you're like, bitch, I'm not shutting up nowhere. What you mean? Like, it's kind of like that. But whatever this was, this conflict, whatever this is, was meant to happen because Spirit was trying to show you how to evolve, how to ascend, how to grow in a situation, because there seems to me that there's an argument or there's a conflict or there's a disagreement that was meant to take place in order for you to take on this energy of this empress or emperor. Like, it had to happen this way so that you could really adopt like that cutthroat energy. And that's where your ancestor, this grandfather, that's kind of like, yeah, it's like they egging you on, like, yeah, stop sitting in the corner, Pisces. Get your ass up and get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like this grandfather figure was very rambunctious. They were very wild. And there has to be balance with that, yes. But I feel like there is balance with that. And now that they're possibly one of your ancestors in the spirit form or a spirit guide, they're like, yeah, okay, this is what you're going to have to do. This is what you're going to have to do to get people to respect you. Because I feel like there was a lack of respect. I feel like there was a lack of respect. And people really didn't respect your position. You're meant to be in this empress energy. You're meant to be in an emperor energy. You're meant to be in a position of authority. I also feel like you're meant to be in a position of abundance. And there's people who don't want you to be there because it's more comfortable. Okay, it's more comfortable for them when you're not in that position, when you're not taking charge, when you're not exuding the full power of your energy. It's easier for them to deal with you because it doesn't challenge them. It doesn't challenge their ego. It doesn't challenge their trauma. It doesn't challenge the things that they need to improve upon within themselves. Because you're being amicable and you're being kind and you're, doing all these things that make them comfortable. But when you make people uncomfortable, it challenges them to change their life and change their perspective. And people don't like that, Pisces. And I just feel like it's overdue for you to ruffle these feathers. 2 cards just flipped out, expecting and then solitude. So you can expect for someone to be ignoring you or not really talking to you. Some of you may expect that now that you have taken this stand, that you're going to just kind of go into this reclusive state. I definitely feel like there's a person here that you can expect not to really want to communicate with you because of whatever this is. Yes, baby. And then we have nature, yeah. So, Pisces, look at this. The more time you spend in nature right now, in your own, world, creating your own world in this solitude energy, the more your money is going to grow. Because I feel like whatever you're starting right now, you're very confident. And there's someone who, like, I don't know if they want you to apologize about something that you feel like you shouldn't apologize for. I don't know if they want, like, for you to come and talk to them and they're not going to talk to you until you apologize. But I just feel like your money is going to grow. You're going to be more wealthy and abundant. This argument had to happen because you had to separate from whoever this was. It's like you're discovering their negative side, or you're discovering the side of them that is toxic. And you had to separate from that because it was feeding off of you. What else does Pisces need to know, Spirit? Intimacy in reverse. So you're drifting apart from someone, yeah, but it's bringing in abundance. Do you see what I'm saying? You're drifting apart from this person, but it's bringing in some type of abundance. I don't know if this is your brother. It could be your brother or sibling. It could be a friend, somebody platonic, but it's like you're drifting apart from this person in order to bring in this abundance. And you're staying to yourself. It's like right now, I think you're manifesting something new. You're ending cycles and you're manifesting something new. And you see clearly that you were giving too much to a situation and it was causing delays in your life. Yeah, some of you may also be changing your eating habits. I feel like this time to yourself is going to be very, very beneficial. And I think a lot of you are ready for it. Like a lot of you in your spirit are like, good. About time they got the fuck out of my energy. But I do feel like there may be some emotions attached to this because you may feel a little lonely at times. Or this could be this person, you know. You could also feel like you're going to miss out on other things. Like, this is funny because I was talking about missing out earlier, but I'm also getting a connection with like you being in solitude. I don't know what this is. It's like, but you may feel like you're missing out on things with this person or with this group of people. But it's like, this is the sacrifice that you have to make in order to get your justice when it comes to your finances, your money, your businesses, like what you want to do. You have to separate from these people because it's like every piece of energy that you give to them could be a piece of energy that you're giving to whatever it is that you're doing. You may not be able to take the trips. You may not be able to, you know, be included in whatever is going on. You may have to like really, you know, get to a point where you're okay with, you know, people talking about all these things that they're doing. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Whatever you think you're missing out on with these people, or whatever you think you're not able to experience, you're going to be able to experience 10 times more once you're able to reach this goal that you have when it comes to the things that you want to grow, right? If you want to grow a plant, you have to nourish it. If you don't water it and feed it, it's going to die. So at the end of the day, like, you have to nourish your dreams. You have to nourish your goals, or else they're going to die. They're going to fall by the wayside. And I think that this is Spirit's way of like forcing you to do this. I don't see a tower, but it does kind of feel like you're getting a strong nudge from Spirit to be like, hey, I've got to embark on this journey on my own with the Fool card. I can't take anybody with me. And even though you may want to take certain people with you, this is like your test to where if you're able to not ignore, but if you're able to move past what you feel like you're missing out on, you're going to receive all of that and more. Okay? What else does Pisces need to know about this situation, Spirit? Yeah, pathway. You're coming out of a really difficult time, Pisces. And in the near future, I feel like you're going to start to see the light. It's going to start to make more sense. Expectation again. There's like somebody's expecting you to do something, or somebody has high expectations of you, or this could be your ancestor and they want you to succeed. But I also feel like there's someone in the 3D that has like these expectations of you, where they feel like maybe they're entitled. It kind of feels like entitlement, but it feels like maybe they expect for you to be a certain way, or they expect for you to respond a certain way when they have feelings. But then when you have feelings, it's like they don't feel like they have to accommodate your feelings. Okay. Oh, look at that. Sudden wealth. So there is going to be prosperity. There's prosperity that you are waiting on that's coming in, and you're very close to reaching it. But there's just a little bit left. Like there's just a little bit more that you have to do, or a little bit more focused. It's like you have to become a little bit more focused in order to get this to come to fruition 100%. All right. And I know some of you guys feel it. I know a lot of you guys already feel it. And this is just a confirmation. Okay. I also feel like with this King of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and 3 of Swords, you're realizing through this confrontation or this argument or this disappointing situation that you can only depend on yourself. You can't depend on other people to like do the right thing or to see you the way that you see yourself. Like you are learning through this experience that you're the only one that you can truly depend on. You and your higher self, your inner being, your spirit guides. Okay. So what is the advice for Pisces? The more healthy that you eat, the more energy that you have, which means the more energy that you can put into what you're manifesting and the more abundance that you'll be able to reap, Pisces, okay? Spirit does not want you to be close to this person when you receive this abundance because they're going to be fake with you. That's what I feel. What is the advice overall for Pisces? What is the advice overall? Turquoise, prioritize your health. Yes. But that's not just physical health. I also feel like that's mental health, spiritual health. If somebody is fucking with your mental health because of their actions or because of what they expect for you to do or how they expect for you to be, it's not going to help you manifest. It's not going to help you get anything that you want. So it's like your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your emotional health. That's what your main focus needs to be. Celestite, soothe your soul. Yeah, because they're disrupting you. Sodalite, speak your truth. Yeah. I feel like Spirit really does not want you to stop speaking or stop acting or stop taking up fucking space because somebody else is uncomfortable by it. Fuck them. And that's what I have to say, period. Y'all be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. If you would like to participate in the 2 for 20, be sure to get your readings in now, okay? I can't wait to see you guys there. Also, anything else that you need to know is below in the description box, Pisces. Love you guys. And remember, this is our circle, boos. Bye.